Hey guys, welcome back. It's TechLock here, and a new legendary banner dropped last night, and we have now been blessed with legendary Eliwood. I know this has been a long time coming. People have wanted him to get his legendary ult in the game, so now we have it. It's very reminiscent to last year, as last year Hector won CYL2, and then he got his legendary ult a couple months before. So in the same fashion, Eliwood finally won CYL3, and now he's getting his legendary ult a couple months. I believe it's actually the same. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Hector was the June legendary, so now Eliwood's following exactly in his footsteps. So this kind of means that since Eliwood's going to be a Cavalier sword unit, we will probably expect a different version of him in CYL3, as I know it would be pretty repetitive to give him a legendary ult that was a sword Cavalier, then also give him Brave ult that was also a sword Cavalier. So let's get into the banner.
My wish is for our world to one day become a utopia, where humans and dragons can live peacefully together.
Alright, first off, why does he look exactly like Brave Roy? It seems like they just copy and pasted Brave Roy's sprite with minute tweaks to the animation, which I thought was pretty funny when I first saw the chibi sprite, but I digress. Alright, so here we see legendary Eliwood's skill set, and he certainly comes with a lot of new things. First is his Ardent Durandal, which grants him attack +3, but at the start of turn grants bonus double to the ally with the highest attack. He also comes with a new rally ups, or not rally up, a rally speed plus skill, which is one of those top tier rally skills. He has Death Blow 4, so now not only Brave Celica has Death Blow 4, but you have Eliwood to fodder it off, but I feel like most people are going to choose Brave Celica for this fodder, as Eliwood is just such a great support unit. He also has Chill Attack, and then a new skill in Vision of Arcadia. So Vision of Arcadia is at start of turn. If Dragon or Beast ally is deployed, grants attack defense +3 to ally with the highest attack for one turn. So the wording of this has got me a little confused. So it says if Beast or Dragon ally is deployed, so I don't know if that means if you yourself have to deploy a Dragon or Beast unit on the same team as him, or if it's just a Dragon or Beast unit is on the field, enemy or ally, you get this buff. So that's something we're going to have to wait and see if that happens once the unit comes out and we play around with it. So obviously it's going to be a little bit more, it allows for a little bit more team comp flexibility if this also procs if the enemy unit's a Dragon or Beast, but again, giving the requirement just having to deploy Dragon or Beast is not the worst proccing condition in the history of Fire Emblem Heroes, so again, it should be pretty easy to get this to activate. And then this also synergizes really well with Ardent Durandal and Rally Speed Plus. Obviously, it's all targeting a unit with the highest attack, so you're going to look at units like Ophelia or Soph or maybe a Chrom, units that can regularly get into the high 60s for attacks with buffs. And it also works really well because bonus doubler. You're going to have plus attack plus defense on your highest attack unit, and then they're automatically going to get 12 attack and defense during combat because Ardent Durandal targets the same exact unit that would Vision of Arcadia would target. And then if you just want to go up to that unit and use Rally Speed Plus, which shouldn't be too much of an issue considering he's a Cavalier and has 3 movement, you can rally them up, and then they're going to get +12 to all stats. So this makes Eliwood the most amazing buff bot in the game, or at least a top tier buff bot. And then also he's going to be assisting with Chill Attack 3, also helping whatever unit you're going to use up, because I doubt if you're deploying Eliwood, you're going to be having him attack most of the enemies. You're going to be having that unit that's getting bonus doubler on it attacking the enemies, so whichever enemy is coming up against him will also get Chill Attack 3. So also helping out combat to that one special unit with the highest attack. It is kind of unfortunate. I was disappointed because Eliwood seems very one-dimensional. He only has one facet, and that is as a support unit. So he does have Death Blow 4, but as we see in the next attack animations, I don't see. He's going up against a green mage who is typically pretty squishy, and he has color advantage plus Death Blow 4, so I don't don't anticipate his stats being that amazing. I could certainly be wrong on that, but I don't think anything game breaking is going to happen with his stats, or he's going to be himself as a unit is going to be particularly powerful. I think his entire focus here is just to buff up other units. So again, just make sure you have a unit with incredibly high attack, either one of the three I mentioned before, or maybe a personal pref unit that you've built up that has a pretty substantial attack, and then I just run with them, having Eliwood just sit on the back lines. Which again, it's kind of unfortunate because if you watching my past videos, you know that my take on Naga was that she was a buff bot as well. So the past two heroes are heroes that would, for most team comps, unless you're just a massive Eliwood fan, these units are just going to be sitting on the back lines, buffing up other units. So buff bots, while they have their place in the game, it's again disappointing to me that that's been the trend for the past two legendary heroes released. And again, he's a pair-up hero.
Which one's mine?
Forgot to mention that he is a pair-up hero, so that's, again, if you really like allegiance battles, they can also be used, I guess, in Rooker battles and in-game content, but I haven't had an overwhelming desire to grab a pair-up hero yet. I mean, if I get one, lovely, would love to use them, but it's not something that I'm going to be going out of my way to get. And as you can see, that 55 against the Squishy Green Mage, and then the 53 against the Axe unit. If you're adding +8 damage from Death Blow, I would assume his attack is probably 32, 33. Again, nothing game breaking as far as the stats, which again just pushes him in such a direction to sit him on the back lines and just buff up other units and have them take out. Which again, he does the buff bot job really well, but I would love a legendary hero that you could actually build and use and has a niche in the game more than just a buff bot. We have Gunther, legendary Ephraim, Fallen Robin, legendary Ryoma, legendary Lucina, Brave Veronica, New Year's Reed, Sakura, Hinoka, Selkie, and Yun. Again, the whole banner, not something that I would really go after. I'm not super impressed by all the units. Obviously, Brave Veronica's good, but I don't see a reason in +10ing her. I mean, I might pull for more copies of Fallen Robin. I do have her at +3 right now, and she actually is a really good unit. I do use her a lot. And she actually, been built properly, she has a good stat spread to really be a jack of all trades kind of unit. Legendary Ryoma, not even his skills are good. Legendary Ephraim is a great unit, but what I love about Ephraims and what I hate about Ephraims, and all of them are pretty much the same, is that they just, and again, it's very true to the game, the original Sacred Stones game, but literally Ephraim just wants to solo everything. He's just, let me go in, let me run in, headstrong. So again, you're going to be soloing a lot of stuff, and especially on those high tier abyssal maps, soloing isn't the best strategy. Legendary Cena is a great unit. I have her. Future Vision is a very underrated skill. Yun, I think Yun's been covered well. And then, I'm not going to go into the rest of these units. They just don't appeal to me. They have their niches, but again, not something I'm really going to go after. So this banner would be a skip for me, and unless you really like the units on this banner, I would suggest skipping as well. Yeah, so it runs for 6 days, because June only has 30 days in it, so it's a 6-day banner, pretty standard for legendary banner, so that's my take on it. Not overwhelmingly impressed. I'm probably going to be waiting to see if Brave Eliwood can outclass this Eliwood just a little bit more. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what you guys want to do. If you guys were waiting for Eliwood, if you're excited, or if you want to go for this banner, who you're going to summon for. And again, if you liked my videos, check out some other ones that are here on the screen. And as always, have a great day.